Praise the Lord, it's raining in Burnt Church. Praise the Lord. Look at that strawberry bed over there. I've been trying to water them some, but what little water I put in there didn't do any good. But we're getting some rain now. It quits raining, we'll go out here and look around the garden and take a look at some of the electroculture. We didn't get a lot of rain, but every little bit of help. That's what, maybe a quarter of an inch. If we're lucky, that was a quarter of an inch. I know what you're thinking, a quarter of an inch ain't much, and it's not. But when it's been as dry as it has here, I'll take it. It's a lot better than nothing. Hello everybody, welcome back to Burnt Church. I hope everybody's having a good day. We got a little rain here, and I thank God for it. You see what's out there in the back of the dump truck? We've been trying to haul some water, but our pump wouldn't run. I've took the carburetor off of it and the gas tank twice. We've carried it over to the creek twice. It'll pump the water right up there to it, and then the engine will cut out. So I'm gonna have to order a new carburetor and a new gas tank, and then maybe we can haul some water. I thought we'd take a look at some of our electroculture here. We hadn't looked at it in a little while. We'll look at some of it here on the corn and see if we think it's done any good. I don't want to get in that electric fence. The ground's wet and I'm barefooted. We might need to turn that off the very first thing. Everything's looking bad, I can tell you. Those pumpkins there, I need to harvest a few of them. They're about ready to harvest. The stink bugs has been awful. Right there's one bad pumpkin. We'll get this switch turned off and we'll get over in here. There. Yeah, I don't care about getting lit up in this wet grass barefooted. That would be rough. Our corn, let's step back and take a look at it and let me explain it. I know some of you's probably new here. This upper row right here doesn't have any fertilizer. This row here doesn't have any fertilizer. These bottom two rows has fertilizer on them. These, the only thing we were growing these with was with the clover. I don't know if I've got any clips of the clover that we had. If I do, I'll put some clips in here. But we had a bumper crop of clover, and we cut that in the soil, and that's what we was trying to raise our corn with. And it's done pretty good. This middle row here is suffering a little bit, but I think that was from maybe getting flooded a little bit back early. Our first electroculture, we started right in here about 8 feet. Right here it is. It's wrapped clockwise, turning down into the soil, and it's roughly 4 foot tall. We'll take a look at the corn here. Pretty good, couple, three good ears right here close to it. Right here, another ear. So let's move on down. The next one is counterclockwise. Now actually the corn is a little taller right here at this counterclockwise one. Right here it is. The coils are turning counterclockwise on this one. And it's about the same height, about 4 foot tall. This little loop here on the antenna is facing north. Here's some pretty nice corn right there. That one's pretty healthy. Right here looks pretty good. So I really don't see much difference. I don't see a lot of difference in those two. I've got one more down here, and it's the real tall one. I think it was around 10 feet tall, and it's wrapped clockwise. We'll go down here and look at it. Oh, I just found something here we're gonna have to get out of the garden. Look at that. I just almost got on that barefooted. That's gotta go. That would be rough on bare feet. You can see it up there. It's a good bit taller than the corn. Now right here, the corn is not as big. And actually, the corn right here around this one has not done as good. That ear is pretty fair, and that ear is pretty fair. But this one's junk, this one's junk. That one might make a small ear, but it'll be doubtful. Now this one here, it's done, the silks are turning brown on it. Really, I guess the silks are browner on that one there than any of them. And it's probably about a 2 foot from our electroculture coil here. We'll go on around over here and take a look at the corn that has to fertilize and see, just kind of look and see if it looks like it's any healthier or any further along, I guess is what we'd kind of look for. Because right now, I really haven't seen much difference in any of these with the electroculture or without. I really don't see no difference on the corn. I want you to look right here. I've got to go in and get some water with some soap in it. Y'all see all those stink bugs? I reckon those are called stink bugs. That's what they look like. I'm glad we came out here. I need to get some water and some dish soap and try to knock them off in it. They claim that's a good way to get rid of them. See, a lot of this corn got stunted. I kind of think it was bad seeds, that, or it was so wet there when we first planted. A lot of it stunted down here where it's lower. These 2 rows here, this one and this one, they've had fertilize on them. And to be honest with you, there's a bunch more stink bugs. They look to be just about the same size corn. I mean, really, I think they're just about the same as the ones I didn't fertilize. And the height of them, you can kind of see around the garden here. They're just about the same height. So maybe the clover cutting it in the soil works. I mean, I'm satisfied with the way it's done the corn up here. I'm a little let down on the electroculture, but who knows? I mean, I didn't start it exactly when the seeds started sprouting. They were about 18 inches tall when we put it in. That could have something to do with it, because I seen some good results from electroculture last year. So it's something that I'm going to keep trying. But anyway, I thought I'd catch y'all up on it. I know I hadn't talked about it in a while, and I have a lot of people here on the channel that follows just for the electroculture. So that's where we're at right now with it, and it's just what it is. I can't say that it done anything right now this year. But I thank you for watching. I pray God blesses you, and I'll see you in the next one.